Alrighty, and welcome to Week 13, Game 2. We want to try something different here. Hi, everyone. We're going to do our intermission, our pregame here. Well, as I said, welcome to Week 13, Game 2 here at the Ice House between the Leo Lions and the Homestead Spartans. The Spartans, the #1 team in the league so far. They have a total of 19. I might be wrong with that, but it might be 19 points. Yes, they do have 19 points. They are 9-2-1 so far. And the Lions are coming in at 6-4-2. They have 14 points. Carroll with the win previous game, putting them in second place for now. But honestly, if Leo can get the win tonight, they are able to tie things back up, making it interesting with 1 week left. Obviously, Homestead's locked in the #1 spot here. But it's going to be really coming down between who's going to come in second between the Lions and the Carroll Chargers. They tie things up. I don't really know what the tiebreakers are, but I think it really comes down to seeding for the city tournament that's coming up in a couple of weeks. As on Saturday, it's going to be the makeup games from earlier in January. It's going to be the last week of the season before we have the city tournament and before we have the state championship.
Yeah, and a heck of an opportunity ahead of the Lions tonight to get what would be a really huge victory over Homestead Spartan squad, although they're looking for revenge. Last time out against this Spartan squad, they fell 5-0. The game before that, they were able to clip Homestead 3-2. So it's been really back and forth between these two teams, especially in their last couple of go-arounds. It's going to be really interesting to watch them tonight and see where they fall.
Yeah, especially in the last week here where they didn't have their full lineup. When they played Homestead, they didn't have their top forwards. Calhoun was out. Crawford was out. Obviously, Mensa, he is still out. He's still dealing with a lower body injury. I believe he still has the walking boot on. So hopefully he's able to come back soon. If not, he's probably might be out for the rest of the season. Hopefully not, because this Lions, they're trying to go They're trying to win their championship. They won a couple years ago. So trying to come back on the road to the state championship. Homestead, they're still trying to find their first one, I think, since 2024 as well. But they are a whole different squad than from a few years ago. Before, they were really the bottom team in the league, and it's really coming surprising that they're the top team now, because Carroll has been dominant for so long in this league, and it's totally shaping up really different.
Yeah, and it's really what you love about the area is just you never know what you're going to get. Homestead did a fabulous job replenishing their roster. They've got a team that they feel is good enough to compete for state championships and get back to where they feel they belong. Carroll obviously still pretty strong, but all of these teams are really going to have a bid once we get to it come here in a couple of weeks.
Starting goalies for both sides. Martinsky's going to get the nod once more. He's 6-2 with a 1.37 GAA and a 91.5% save percent average. And then Logan Combs coming in. Aiden Stanley is going to be starting for the Lions. As him and DeMorris have been going back and forth a few times here in the last month or so. This is going to be his sixth start. He has 2.36 GAA and the 89.1% goals against average, but he is 4-1. So we're definitely going to see if we can get a step up out of him. Before this warm-up, we would like to thank our sponsors. Big-Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big-Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other repair services. At Alma Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit AlmaContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Jolie Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government, whether you are facing OWI or any other criminal accusation. Jolie Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specials in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana, we are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance. Train to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page at Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Teams are just getting their final huddles here before they head to the bench. Definitely should be a very good matchup for both squads. Leah was coming off a 3-2 overtime victory over the Chargers last week, and then Homestead gained 6-2 victory over the Vipers, having a 4-goal third period to seal that one. Homestead Commissarian, Siebert, Swinehart, Doherty with Johnson and Llewellyn on the blue line. Lions going to have Davis, Roth, with Fiedler. And we're going to have Haynes and Fisher on the blue line. All right, we got 15 seconds on the clock. We are underway. It's Homestead with the puck into the Leo Lions zone. Jonah Haynes puts it off to Roth. Roth moves it to Davis, who finds Roth. Roth now points into the corner. Behind the net. Llewellyn trying to play around. Wraparound by Fiedler, puts it wide. Shot by Fisher into the pads of Owen Martinsky.
Great job by the Lions early. 30 seconds into it, already a couple of shots at the net. Heavy pressure, getting out in front, going to be really important in this one.
Face-off won by the Spartans. Trying to get out of their zone. Went off the skate of Calhoun. But Urschel putting it wide. Trying to cut in, takes a shot. It's sticked away. I believe by Calhoun. Going to go out of the play. Calhoun and Boffman. Boffman wins the faceoff. Urschel trying to put it to the corner. Juarez is able to get the puck and sends it around down, trying to find Boffman, but it's a little bit too far. Calhoun now behind his own net. Pope checks it forward to White, who gets put up against the boards. But the puck comes to Riley Murphy. He gets tied up by Boffman. Urschel moves it to Juarez. Calhoun now with the puck, trying to get out of the zone, hits Urschel's skates. Homestead sends it right back in. Now Colton Calhoun leaves it for Riley Murphy, moves to the neutral zone and sends it down. Martinsky slows it down just for a second. Haley in the corner. Being tied up. Spartans come out with the puck. Puck's now in the far corner. Horman trying to get it up the boards, but Homestead takes it and puts it down. Right on net to Aiden Stanley. Certain pass by Juarez trying to find Frick. Puck goes on the far wing. But trying to get it out, comes back down to Haley. He sends it around over to Stryker. Stryker, miscommunication with Corman. Ferry regains possession for the Spartans. Mapes finds Potts with a shot, to pad save by Stanley. Frick sends it down low to Ferry. He gets tied up with Jackson Crawford. Penalty coming up on the Spartans. We got a cross check. All right, Tanner Potts. Leo's going to have an early opportunity on their power play. It's one of the main factors in how they won last week. Face-off won by the Lions. Sends it to Murphy, who puts it over to White. It's a little bit too hot for White, so he puts it down low in the corner. Weird bounce off the Zamboni doors. Comes right Swinehart, who sends it down. Homestead really likes to have a very aggressive penalty kill, especially with their 2 forwards down low in the opposing zone. Right now, it's able to get it around Swinehart. Farrell with the centering pass, finds nobody. Murphy not able to keep it in the neutral zone. He gets tripped up trying to get it around, and Swinehart's, we're going to have a 5-on-3 for 1:15 now.
Big time opportunity coming up for the Lions. 2-man advantage, gotta make it hurt.
Face-off going to the glove side of Martinsky. Face-off, one to the corner. Bieber not able to get it out as it went over his stick. Gets tied up by Haynes, trying to waste some time. 3 Lions are in the corner with Bieber, not able to get it out. He's holding the puck very tight. Finally comes free to Farrell. Puts up top for Murphy. Murphy takes a shot, puts it wide. Haynes finds Calhoun. Calhoun cuts across. He takes a shot. Pad save. Murphy lost a stick. They're still able to get the puck. Haynes now in the corner, puts it up to White. Fakes the pass to Murphy. Strides down, loses the puck, and Homestead's able to clear, and Siebert now flying down the zone, takes a shot, but it's outside the yawning cage. Farrell now moving through the neutral zone. Crosses the line, loses his edge, no call on that one. First penalty just about to be up, so we're going to have 5-on-4 now for another 44 seconds. Crawford with the pass, it goes awry. Nico Juarez now picks it up for the Spartans, finds Sieberts. He's got tied up just enough. Unable to get a shot off. Puck comes to the near wing. It's Crawford going wider on Siebert. Enters the zone, pitchforks it down. 20 seconds left. A couple of fans there by Heber, but he's able to find Juarez wide open for a breakaway. He takes a shot, he scores! Actually, I believe that might have been Johnson with the pass.
Short-handed to move him out in front. Leo doesn't take advantage, and Homestead just says thank you.
That was Johnson with the pass, finds Nico Juarez all alone in no man's land. And he puts it home, a short-handed goal. Homestead's up 1-0 with 9:19 left in this first period. Face-off won by the Lions. Till. Johnson with the assist. Potts loses the puck. Urschel now. Turns it around, trying to center it, but ends up going to Davis. Carter Davis. It's able to get around swinging, puts things, trying to get things to Till, but Urschel takes the puck, crosses the line. Turns it around, puts it up top. The shot deflected, puck up in the air, and snagged away by Stanley. Shot by Swingen. Crawford and McNary on the faceoff. Crawford able to win it to the corner. Swiner was the first one there. Haynes lines up. McNary. Crawford gets stripped of the puck. Penalty coming up. Doherty Lost the puck and a touch up by the Lions. Crawford heading to the box, ready for a hook. So Homestead getting a first taste of power play here. They scored a shorthanded goal not too long ago. Special teams definitely on par tonight. Boffman wins the face-off to Urschel. Boffman with the shot goes wide. Heber now, top of the blue line, spins it around. Puts it down to Urschel. Up top to Heber. Back to Urschel. Pass over to Juarez in the skate, so he's not able to get a shot off. Michael Juarez puts it down to Boffman. Back to Juarez. Juarez takes a shot off the pad. Juarez tends to like those no-angle shots for some reason, but he's really good at scoring them. Juarez crosses the line. Goes wide, takes a shot outside. And Farrell's able to clear the zone. Whitman has passed in the man advantage so far for Homestead. Heber puts it to Boffman. Boffman trying to get around Murphy. It's up top for Gerber. Boffman over to Juarez. Off his skates. Puck goes out. It's him and Davis race for the puck. Juarez beats him to it. Gerber loses the puck in the neutral zone. Haynes sends it down. Fiedler in the corner. Ties it up against the boards. Mapes puts it free. Juarez sends it back the opposite direction. Mapes fans on the pass. Still able to find Gerber. Move there by Boffman. Takes a shot off the shoulder of Stanley. And that's going to do it. For the penalty. And the shot gets put down for an icing. Face off left side of Stanley. Won by the Spartans. Shot there by Mapes gets blocked. Frick comes out with the puck, trying to pass it to Mapes. Crawford not able to get it out. Frick sends it back down low. Haynes to cross ice to Fisher. Fisher moves it to Crawford. Crawford sends it down into the Homestead zone. Martinsky out to stop that. Going off the boards. Fisher holds the line, takes a shot off the stick. And Martinsky, puck just squeaks out. And Foreman sends it back down low. Frick off the boards, trying to get it to Mapes, but ends into the stick of Murphy. Pass across to Calhoun, too far for him. Gerber over to Doherty, trying to chip it forward. Reith. Puts it over to Swinehart. Swinehart on the near side. Sends it to Siebert. Siebert put down by Calhoun. A big hit. Calhoun with the puck, sends it off the boards to Murphy. Murphy stretch pass to Farrell. No icing, he got tipped. Swinehart at the wing, loses the puck. Murphy sends it off the glass. Calhoun picks it up, sends it over. One-timer by Farrell off the pad. Reith not able to hold the line. Sieberts Gets around Murphy with a backhand.
Ooh, off the post.
And we have a hand pass called on the Spartans. Maybe we can see a look at that play. Nice Sieberts. Till now with the puck, moves it up to Roth. Trying to chip it forward was Davis. Heber, zone, puts it off the boards. Feeler moves it back down to Till. Till too fast for Stryker. Turnover now, shots into the glove of Stanley. That was Cook. We'll have a face-off on the glove side of Stanley. Davis and Boffman. Boffman wins the face-off to Juarez. Juarez over to Gerber. Flips over a stick. Juarez. Shot there by Urschel goes high. Juarez once more trying to center it. Puck comes free. Davis not able to get off the boards, but flips over Heber's stick. And goes out. Fisher almost turns it over to Lawrence, but they will find Haynes. Haynes able to find Roth. Roth crosses the line. This puck taken away by Boffman, and they send it to the opposite side. Crawford able to get it through Heber. Heber slows things down. Trying to stretch it over to Juarez. He's able to get turnover now. Juarez with a chance, puts it wide. Stanley trying to send it back, but it's again a knuckle puck. Crawford gets stood up by Boffman. Boffman with the puck on this near wing. Trying to go wide. Takes a shot and he scores! Put through the little tiny hole that Stanley offered. Homestead's up 2-0.
Taken from the low circle here on the near side, and wow. I didn't see any space, and I had roughly the same look at it that he did.
So there was the tiniest little spot. Might have hit off the back of the leg. But it's 2-0 now in favor of the Homestead Spartans. Crawford not able to get the puck. Finally does. Puck comes out of the zone. Johnson turns it over to Biddle, and Biddle sends it down. Biddle in the corner. It's tied up with Llewellyn. Puck comes to Mapes. Mapes not able to clear, but Ferry is able to. Pass goes to Ryan Johnson with a slap shot off the stick of Stanley. Bill trying to poke it. Homestead was offside, so we'll have a face-off outside the zone. With 92 seconds left here in this first period, Homestead up 2-0. After that last goal by Nick Boffman. Siebert and Calhoun now on the face-off. Someone's able to win it to Murphy. Murphy sends it off the boards, but too far for Farrell. Siebert slaps it down. Stanley lets it go for Reith. Reith sends it to Murphy. Murphy sends it back to the direction of Reith. Reith getting pressured by two Spartans. Doherty takes a puck, staring over to Siebert, and the save there by Stanley.
Nice save down there in front.
Shot there from the point by swinging, and the Lea Lions will ice the puck. Crawford wins the faceoff back. Foreman able to get the puck out. Potts offset because he thought he was offsides. Haley now trying to cut through, taking it away by Potts. Crawford now. It's puck straight from him. But Putt sends it off the boards to Corman. Corman trying to get it around. Swinging. He takes a shot. Rebounds. Too far for Haley. 30 seconds left here in the period. Siebert sends it off the boards. He gets the puck now. Swinehart fell right in. Two strikers and he had the offsides to spin things around. Crawford. He's got 12 seconds left. Trying to go wide. Cuts in, but taken away by Heber. And Homestead pins things up, and that will do it for the rest of the period as Homestead gets 2 goals from Boffman and Juarez. Currently lead 2-0. All right, we got a fresh 15 minutes on the clock. Teams are set. Frick and Calhoun on the face-off. Calhoun wins it back, but Frick is going to be able to beat him to it. And he sends it down into the zone. Fisher sends it around to White. Ferry makes one move over there. I think that was Frick, and he took a shot off the boards. Mary behind the net, trying to center it to Frick. And Leo coming out with the puck. And the skates of Calhoun has stopped. Sends it into the Homestead zone. Frick sends it off the boards. Needs to restart things. Sends it to White. White back hands it in. Trying up to get a change. Llewellyn. Sketchy pass taken by Crawford now. Crawford to White. White over to Farrell with a chance. He scores!
Tic-tac-toe, a beautiful one for the Lions right there. They're right back in this game.
Crawford takes the puck away off the bad pass of Llewellyn. Starts this rush. Able to move it to White, and White patiently waits for Farrell, and Farrell puts that one home. It's 2-1 now. Just 58 seconds into the second period.
Hey, we talked earlier about Leo needing to make the penalty kill, or making the early penalties on Homestead hurt. They couldn't, but now taking care of a takeaway and putting it in the back of the net.
Beaver from the points, moves it to Urschel. Urschel almost turns it over. Now Boffin, he hits it off the stick of Stanley. Turnover by Crawford. Juarez able to keep the line. Reith in the corner, sends it to Murphy. Puck goes behind the net, centering pass. Reith with a shot off the blocker, rebound right to Murphy, and then his skate. He doesn't know where it's at. Homestead might have caught a break on that one. It's Boffman with a backhand, puts it wide. Juarez with a shot. Right to Urschel, but bounces right under his stick. Swinging with the shot. Goes wide. And the puck exits the zone. Swinging with the puck. Sends it down to the Leo zone, off the stick of Reith. Reith picks it up. This is off the boards to Murphy. Murphy sends it back to Reith, but bounces over his stick. Swinehart in the corner. Murphy picks it up behind his net. Trying to find Haley, but too much. Swinging with a shot into the glove of Aiden Stanley. Face-off won by the Lions. Too hot for Roth. Shot there from the point, gets deflected wide. Swinging, sends it back down to the corner. Fisher not able to get it out. Potts with a shot up high into the glove of Stanley once again. Face-off won by Leo once again. Putt sends it around. Roth trying to ship it forward. Fisher not able to get it in. It's blocked by Swinging. Swinehart moves it forward, but Putt takes it away. Roth trying to find Feeler. It's Davis now. Stops and waits, sends it down. Martinsky rings it off the glass. Feeler fans on it. Shot by Till. Till to Putt. Putt with a shot. Goes wide. Doherty shoots it down. No icing on that. Till, first one there. Moves it to Davis. Davis not able to move it much forward. Swinging. Puts it right back down. Till gets tied up in the corner. 3-on-2, puck comes free. Mapes walks the line. Trying to move it to Llewellyn, puts it a little bit too far in front, but Llewellyn picks it up behind the net, tries to center it. Poked away by Stanley. And Putt sends it down the length of the ice, and that should be an icing. Face-off going to the glove side once more of Stanley. It's off one by Crawford into the corner. Crawford with the puck gets pinched down. Haynes with the puck in his own zone. Walking through the neutral zone now. Finds DeWitt, who sends it down low. Crawford with the puck. He was dancing all over his stick. Loses control. Dwelling off the glass. Trying to be kept in by Haynes. DeWitt. Loses the puck. Haynes in his own zone. Sends it far side to Biddle. Deflected pass off Crawford's stick, and now will go into the Leo bench. .9:48 left here in this second period. Homestead holding on to a 2-1 lead. It's Liam Farrell, the latest Leo goal. Puck bounces out of the zone. Juarez sauces it over to Urschel in the corner. Urschel trying to center it, and they score! Nico Juarez gets his second of the game.
Another great display of nice puck movement, this time by the Spartans. Again, just working with it low, finishing it on the other side of the crease.
Urschel moving to Baughman. Baughman backhanded it right to Juarez, who was creeping towards the net. It's 3-1 in favor of the Spartans now. It's Murphy enters the Homestead zone. It's met by 4 Spartans. Loses puck, but gets it back. Still trying to walk through. Loses the puck. Juarez finds Urschel with a breakaway shot. Goes wide. Liam Farrell on the far wing. Sends it to White. That's going to go down for an icing. Face-off blocker side of Stanley. Gerber moves over to Heber with a shot, gets deflected off of Haley's stick. Goes in the far side, Doherty. Sends it down low to Siebert. Swinehart trying to center it, but gets taken away by the Lions. Crawford gets the puck taken away from him. Puck goes into the corner. Till trying to slap it forward. Now Haley with a chance, enters the zone. Cuts across, trying to go back between the legs, but Gerber says no. And Siebert takes it the opposite direction. Swinehart goes wide on Stryker. Sends things back the opposite direction. Crawford gets put into the boards. Haley finds Corman on the far side. Doherty sends it off the boards, and he'll go off for a change. So quickly off the boards. Coleman wasn't ready. And Frick puts it back in. Line was held in shot from the point, glove down by Stanley.
Nice job there from Stanley, just sticking with it. Deflected off the initial chance and then fell on the rebound.
Frick's able to win the face-off. A shot goes wide. Feeler off the boards, kept in by Swing, and he takes a shot. Sticked away by Stanley. Fisher off the glass, bounces out of the zone. McNary sends it to Mapes, who puts it to the Leo zone for a second. Jonah Haynes down at the puck. Puts it far side to Roth. Roth trying to go wide. He's able to get past Potts, but he gets tied up there by the timekeepers. Little Den. And taken away. So Winger, not the boards. To Fisher. Fisher sends it back to Swinging. Frick in his own zone. Sends it off the boards. Haynes finds Fiedler, who sends it down low. Makes it on this near side. Puts it far side. No icing will be called. Jonah Haynes picks it up behind his own net. Gives it to Fiedler, who puts it off the board to himself. Still trying to poke it forward. Nico Juarez off the bench. Making some moves, takes a shot. Mapes. It's up top to Llewellyn. Llewellyn over to Johnson. Johnson with a shot off a stick and goes high and into the safety net. Face-off won by Calhoun. Murphy trying to get it out. It's taken away by the Spartans. Llewellyn with the shot off a stick of Stanley and goes into the safety netting once more. Boffman, Calhoun on the face-off. 1 forward by Boffman. Resends it the opposite way. Too much in front for Farrell. Boffman with a chance. Puts it off the glass. White trying to push it forward. Taken back by the Spartans. Urschel loses the puck to Calhoun. Calhoun now moving down. Trying to go wide. It's bumped off the puck by Johnson, but it comes to White. White trying to center it. But gets sticked away by Juarez. Juarez flips it out of the zone right to Boffman. Boffman might have a step on Murphy. That gets poke checked away. Urschel. Pass goes to a Lion. Haley cuts in, takes a shot. Moves wide. Johnson takes the puck. Loses it to Calhoun, but now Juarez moving. Trying to cut through 2 Lion defenders, but Put takes it back and then Homestead's offsides. .451 left here in the second period. Homestead's up 3-1 now. The latest goal by Nico Juarez. 1 forward by Siebert to Putz. Haley uses the puck to Doherty. Doherty gets stripped by Crawford. Fanned there by Gerber. Gerber off the boards. Corman takes the puck back. Coming across the center, trying to move it to Haley. Gets tied up by Heber. Stryker puts it back down. Heber moves it to Doherty. Haley takes it back. Takes a shot. Fans on it. Siebert going the other direction. He crosses the line. Takes a shot. It's off the glass. Doherty moves it to Gerber. Gerber back down. Little wing to Swinehart. Try to pokes it forward, but ends up on the stick of Haley. Haley turns it over to Doherty. Doherty trying to backhand it, but gets put to the boards, and we're going to have a penalty. For a rough. I believe that's going to be on Stryker. Homestead with another opportunity here on the man advantage. Miguel Juarez at the point. So the Heber puts down to Urschel. Heber from the point with a shot. Saved there by Stanley. Haynes trying to clear it. Doherty to Juarez. It's a little bit too much for him. Juarez up top to Heber. Heber going down low. Loses it to Haynes for a second, and Haynes is able to clear the zone. Siebert puts it down low. Boffman trying to center, gets off a skate of Haynes. And Ross able to clear the zone. 1 minute gone here on the man advantage. Juarez start things up. Zone, moves it to Urschel. Urschel crosses the line. Stops and slows things down to get things set up. Juarez trying to center it to Bobbin with a chance. Goes off the side of the net. Davis not able to poke it through. Heber takes a shot off the glove of Stanley. Juarez things down low to Boffman. Boffman over to Siebert. Siebert putting it back down low, but right to Fisher, and he sends things down with 5 seconds left. Heber gets put down there by Davis. No ice on that. Llewellyn behind his own net. Not able to get it out. Comes right to Biddle. Gets slapped away by Frick. Llewellyn pushes the puck. Murphy puts it up forward. For DeWitt. DeWitt with the shot off the stick. Send into the corner. DeWitt up top. Reed with a chance. He scores! Jackson Reed from the point.
Just finds the little crevice up at the top of the net. Top shelf, and they're back into it.
The minute 14. Leo now only trails by by 1. That's 3-2. Butts over to Biddle. Biddle finds Farrell. Farrell trying to cut in. It's the puck taken away. Putt able to hold the zone, but Cook takes it back. Under a minute now in this second period. Off the stick of Stanley. Till moves it to Farrell. Farrell cuts it into White. White finds Calhoun. Calhoun with a shot just goes wide. Putt with the shot off the stick. The glass. 34 left. Potts sends it off the glass to Swinging. Swinging off the glass. Pont with a shot. Farrell trying to chop it forward. White in the corner. Finds Farrell, but just behind him. Not able to get it out. Swinging. Leo definitely putting the pressure on. No ice as I got tipped by Potts with 5 left. And that's going to do it here for this second period. We are 3-2 heading into the second intermission report. As we are going to step aside for a quick break, and we'll get you the second intermission reports as you are watching high school hockey here on Summit City Sports.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
We got Mason Marchment from Seattle and all this.
All righty, we welcome you guys back to the second intermission report, where the Homestead Spartans are up against the Leo Lions by a score of 3-2. First goal came in at 9:19, Nico Juarez from Keaton Johnson and Jacob Llewellyn. Just a stretch pass all the way to Juarez, wide open. That was short-handed. It's 1-0 in favor of the Spartans. Then at 2:22. Hoffman will get the puck here. Short-handed, finding the little crevice there that Stanley was giving him. And then it'll be 2-0 in favor of the Spartans. And then just 58 seconds into the second period, Liam Farrell will get a one-timer pass from Caden White, making it 2-1. And at 9:33, Juarez will get his second of the game. The pass from Boffman there. Urso moved it to Boffman. Right there for an easy tap in. 3-1 now in favor of the Spartans. And then at 1:14, Jackson Reed will take a shot from the points. Finds it top Cheddar. And it's 3-2 now. Still in favor of Homestead. Shots through the two periods. Homestead has 22, 13 in the first, 9 in the second. Leo's got 16, 5 in the first, 11 in the second. 2 penalties aside for both teams. I believe they're both 0 for 2. But that's going to do it here for our second intermission report. The ice is clean. We're just waiting for reps to come out, so we will step aside one last time as you're watching high school hockey here on Summit City Sports.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Alrighty, and welcome back. These players are just entering the playing surface here. Stretching out before we have the third period. So we have another close game. Heading to the third period, the last game was 1-0. It's 3-2. A little bit more goals were scored in the first two periods, but still a very, very tight game. The last game, it was a tight game between the Vipers and the Spartans, and the Spartans just absolutely opened the floodgates, had a 4-goal third period, making it 6-2. Let's see if they can, do it again, or see if Leo can stop that from happening.
It'll be really interesting to watch. The Lions have done a good job at fighting back so far. They've seen a 2-goal deficit twice. Just looking for that game-tying goal right now, and playing from in front is so huge, especially once you get to the third period. You want to be able to dictate the way the other team is playing. So Leo hopefully going to look for one in the early going, try and even it up. Both sides, as you've said, a really good offensive showing thus far.
All righty, fresh sheet of ice. 15 fresh minutes on the clock. We are underway for this third period. Farrell picks up the puck and enters the Spartan zone. Baughman takes it away now. Spinning around trying to find the puck. Reed sends it off the boards. Heber over to Baughman. Baughman sends it to Urschel. Urschel trying to cut in, but gets poke checked by Murphy. And Murphy now off to the races. Trying to poke things through, get around Heber. Reith now. This is a puck to Juarez. Juarez trying to move to Baughman. Baughman to Juarez with a chance off the post. Puck goes up. White now. Moves it to Calhoun. Calhoun with a chance. And the save there by Martinsky.
Both these teams score right around 3 goals per game, so Leo's still due for one.
Baughman with a shot that got deflected right into the glove of Stanley. Face off on the blocker side of Stanley. Won by the Lions. Haynes sends it around. Haley. It's tied up by Swinehart. Sent up to Llewellyn, who sends it off the boards to Swinehart. Swinehart. It's met by Haynes. Corman with the puck. It's taken away by Doherty. Doherty. It's around Haynes. Behind the net. Taken away by Crawford. Crawford now moves it to Corman. Corman enters the zone. Trying to get wide on Johnson. Gets tied up against the boards. Crawford centering pass gets taken away by Llewellyn. Swinehart going the opposite direction. Not able to get around Haynes. Fisher sends it off the boards. Slap shot from the point. Deflection. Gets sticks it into the corner by Stanley. Haley out the boards to Crawford. Crawford trying to get it out. It's pinned up against his own bench by Llewellyn, and Homestead sends it right back down. Fisher off the boards around to Haynes. Haynes sends it up to Haley. Haley now sends it into the Homestead zone, gets change. Davis behind the net, finds Roth with a shot, goes wide. Mapes with the shots into the glove of Stanley. Face-off going to be on the Walker side of Stanley. Face-off won by Homestead. Shots from the points by Potts. Gets sticked away. Ferry gets hit up against the boards, not out though. Shots just goes wide. Till off the boards to Roth. Roth able to get it out.
It's some of the Carroll students that stuck around trying to get the "Let's Go Leo" chant going.
They're hoping that Homestead loses. You know, maybe have somewhat of a chance.
Just like to see your rival lose.
Oh, yeah. Heber over to Gerber. And this near side, Gerber fans on the pass. Taken away by Feeler, gets tied up in the boards. Taken out by Crawford, Jackson Crawford. He fans on the pass. Homestead not able to clear. In the corner, Heber sauces it to Urschel. Urschel finds Juarez, poke check by Murphy. Captain on captain. All right, so we're having some audio issues here. Leo just tied up the game. Caden White got the game-tying goal. And Homestead just scores and puts the lead up. Slap shot from the point. Potts gives Homestead the lead with 8:40 to go in this third period.
We knew we were going to be treated to some good offense for both sides. They're truly living up to it right now.
Face off now, won by the Lions. Potts picks it up. Sends it over to Ferry. Davis spins around, sends it to Reitz with a shot. Nice stick on that one. Comes out of the zone. And Homestead with the puck, trying to get it out. Murphy puts into the zone, glove down by Potts. Murphy now with the puck in the neutral zone, sends it right back into the Homestead zone. And we have a penalty coming up against Homestead. So Leo with the opportunity to tie things up on the man advantage. Face-off won by the Lions. Murphy moves it over to White. Lions Murphy with the shots, glove down by Martinsky. Puck sent down, Murphy moves it to Calhoun. Calhoun finds Farrell. Farrell able to send it down low. The keeper picks it up, trying to set off the boards. Murphy has to retreat out of the zone. Being pressured there by Swinehart. Murphy takes it back. Gets it through his legs, trying to find some space. It's sticking away. Then we have a penalty coming up now on Leo Murphy. Going to be heading to the box.
Costly is now you're going to play another minute even and then be a man down for what's been a buzzing offensive showing from Homestead.
Homestead with the puck now. Trying to find Johnson there, but it just goes out. It was over his stick and heads out. Herschel with the puck. Trying to get around Fiedler. Leo sent it down. No icing called on that one. We got 4 seconds left on the Homestead penalty. 5:40 left in the game. Turnover here. Farrell. Or excuse me, Davis. Johnson now to Urschel, who finds Doherty. Doherty moves it over to Ward with a chance up high. Puck goes into the corner. And the puck leaves the zone. Heber. Moves it over to Doherty. Doherty finds Potts. Potts trying to cut through. Into the corner, goes behind the net. Doherty moves it to Juarez. Back to Doherty. With a shot. Goes wide. And we are back at even strength on both sides. Shot by Potts. And a save there by Stanley.
Great job hanging with the band. Just popped right up into his glove.
Face-off going beyond the blocker side of Stanley. Won by Leo. Sending it off the boards. Murphy trying to send it forward to Corman with a huge hit by Siebert. Crawford cuts across. Takes a shot. And we have a penalty coming now up by Homestead. So Leo giving another opportunity, a potential chance to tie this game. Face-off is won by the Lions. Farrell moves it to Murphy, just bounces off his stick. And Homestead will clear right down to Stanley. Stanley with a stretch pass to Calhoun. Calhoun moving to the neutral zone. Try to center it there. Moves it to White. White to Murphy. Murphy takes a shot, blocked away by Martinsky. Frick off the glass, and that's going to go down the length of the ice. Calhoun moving through the neutral zone now with the puck, goes wide. Trying to center it to Farrell. Puck kept in by Murphy, sends it to Jonah Haynes. Murphy in the neutral zone moves it to Farrell. Farrell crosses the line, trying to cut through, but gets poke checked away. 49 seconds are left. Farrell on the near wing. A slap shot by Calhoun, fans on the pass. Murphy and Boppin for a race for the puck. Boppin trying to move it. He has Juarez with him. Takes a shot. Rebound, puck comes off the net. The net comes off. We'll have a stoppage of play with 26 seconds left. Face-off won by the Spartans. Trying to center it. Now the puck gets out of the zone. 2:25 left. Crawford. Sends it to Haley. Haley gets a move. He might have a step for a breakaway. Here comes Haley. Takes a shot in the pad, save by Martinsky. Crawford sends it down to Corman. Down to 2 minutes here in regulation. Reith now. Off the Zamboni towards rear bounds. Fiedler now pinches down. Puts it to Reith. Shot off the glove and covered up. And Leo's going to call their timeout. We got a minute 49 here. Leo's going to hold the goalie. 6-on-5. Chance here with the shot. They score! This game is tied off the stick of Colin Calhoun, I believe. It indeed was Colin Calhoun.
Leo not going away quietly. Carroll fans loving it.
1:43 left in this third period. We are all tied at 4 goals apiece. Homestead with the puck. Juarez moves it to Boffman a little bit too far. Haynes with the puck, sends it off the boards. To Calhoun. Calhoun with the puck. He takes a shot, soft a bit behind the net. Puck's in the corner. Juarez trying to move it to Urschel, but that's going to go all the way down for an icing. Off, that's put into the corner. Feeder with a chance. Hit the outside of the net. We're down to a minute here. Feeder holds the line, sends it off the glass. Murphy gets picked by Juarez. Juarez and Boffman with a chance, with a shot off the pad. Urschel moves it down to Juarez, taken away by Murphy. Murphy trying to get around. Penalty now coming up on Murphy. Murphy hitting the box for his second time of this third period. Hit on Gerber. We'll see if he gets 10 as well.
A brutal time to pick that one up late. Homestead going to have the next 30 on the man advantage of regulation.
And they indeed do give him 10 minutes. So 2-10 for Riley Murphy from checking from behind. Will give Homestead a man advantage. They have 29.3 left. And then minute 31 if they go to overtime. Faceoff going to be on the blocker side of Stanley. Faceoff won by the Spartans. Bieber. Torres trying to get it. He's on the far wing. Gets in front of Donkey with his chance. Bobman fanned on the shot and 10 seconds left. Stretch pass to Urschel. Sends it into the zone with 1 second remaining. And that will do it, as we are going to be heading to overtime. 4-on-3 advantage for the Spartans. They have a minute and a half remaining on their power play. And here we go for overtime. Heber, Juarez, Bachman, Urschel out for the Spartans. Fiedler, Reith, and Calhoun for the Lions. Fiedler puts it forward. Urschel will pick it back. Ugly collision there in the corner. We had some extracurricular activities. Heber's heading to the box for a slash. believe we're having 3-on-3, but maybe 4-on-4. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 19. Face off, going to be in the blocker side of Martinsky. Calhoun and Boffman. One forward. Warriors trying to get through. White, but sticked away. Fiedler now at the puck. Sending it down. Johnson puts it over to Gerber, who finds Colton White. White with the puck. It's pickpocketed by Boffman. Boffman with a chance gets sticked away at the last second. Fiedler not able to move much forward. Martinsky clears it out of harm's way. Calhoun up top to Reed with a shot into the chest of Martinsky. Off now at the blocker side. Glove side. Crawford to Hank, one-timer. Clubs it forward. Puck goes into the corner. Haynes with the puck. Johnson picks it up. Calhoun now. In the corner, leaves it for Farrell. Farrell trying to put up front. Siebert couldn't hook it forward. Puck still in the zone. Farrell puts a shot off the crossbar. Llewellyn moves it to Urschel. It's now a Leo power play. 5-on-4. Farrell moves it to White. White dangles his way through, trying to push it forward and hits the safety netting.
Leo, a couple of good opportunities here in the overtime frame. Who's going to be able to squeak one through first?
Hockey for 20 seconds. Farrell on the face-off against Schweinhardt. Gerber with the puck. Sends it around to the corner. Haynes sends it to Crawford. Crawford cuts in. Takes a shot into the glove. Rebound, and Homestead's able to clear, and that's going to do it for the man advantage. Stanley comes out of his net for a second. Haynes sends it back down to Crawford. 7:35 left here in this overtime period. Crawford goes wide behind the net. Hoffman trying to move over to Gerber. Gerber trying to send it through. He's got Boffman on his right. Takes a shot off the mask of Stanley. Farrell. Muscling his way through. Hebert picks up the puck. Fast transition here for Homestead. Hebert gets sticked away by Calhoun. Reed gets a puck taken by Juarez. Juarez with a chance. He shoots. And a save there by Stanley. Davis with a shot. This goes wide. Calhoun picks it up. Poke checked away. Feeder with a chance. Goes wide. Calhoun picks up the puck. Out front. Puck is still loose. And Martinsky picks it, covers things up.
That was a nice feed right in the middle. Wow, on the doorstep again, both sides.
Homestead is electing to take a timeout, trying to talk things over. We got 6:23 here in this overtime period. 3-on-3 hockey. Calhoun and Bachman battle in the faceoff dot. Tie up. Heber puts in the corner. Heber picks it up. Behind his net, being pressured by Calhoun. And tied up. Hoffman picks it up now. It's around Fiedler. We might have a 2-on-1 here. Bachman with a chance. Saved there by Stanley. Juarez now. Opposite. Taken out of the zone. Batted out of the air by Fiedler. Fiedler with a shot. It goes wide. Calhoun in the corner gets tied up by Heber. Juarez trying to help out. Trying to get the puck loose. He does. Ends it off the boards. And Heber and Bachman. 2-on-1 here for the Spartans. Heber past the Bachman. A shot. He scores! Nick Bachman ends it in overtime. And the Spartans take this thriller of a game. 5-4. We'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to these two games tonight. Don't forget to stay tuned as we have two games on Saturday to wrap up the season here before we have the city tournament. Don't forget to also tune into basketball and Spaceman as well. Mason and Eli are going to be signing off for now. We'll see you guys next time.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here.